Hello, good afternoon my dear students. Welcome to one more amazing session from Sri Chaitanya Academy. So this is Suresh, Faculty of Chemistry. Today we are going to discuss about the good things about the score and how are you preparing for your score examination, my dear students? Well, so get ready for the score. So what is a score? A score is India's most largest scholarship examination. Sri Chaitanya is a unicorn in the education industry in India. So we are in a search of bright talents like you. For that we are introducing score examination. The score examination gives you various cash rewards like 2.5 crore rupees of direct cash rewards and 350 crore rupees. You have the worth of scholarships and you have electronic gadgets like tablets and laptops, and you have the NASA trips. Yes, unveil the space research in the United States of America. So students, let's start. In the score examination, we are going to conduct the supporting sessions for you. So get ready for that. Did you register for a score examination? Just in the description box, link is available and you click it, and examinations, you have two examination dates. One examination date is 28th September and another one is 12th October. And for 28th September, registrations are open and it will be closed till September 26th, and October 12th registrations open till October 10th. Ready for that, and we'll do it. And moving ahead, don't forget to register. The description box link is available and you can click it and you can do it. Dear children, now let us see this score examination ka supporting ka previous year questions we are going to discuss right now. So you may feel that how we write the score examination so easy and you can do the best, and it is a score for every student, especially for this today's class 11th standard students preparation for the chemistry. I just want to discuss here. Ready? You are all able to hear me, can see me. Please like this session and you just talk to me in the chat box so that we can have an academic interaction. Let us see various questions that we are going to see. According to CPR theory, the shape of SF4. What is the hybridization of S in SF4? Sulfur is going to be sp3d hybridization. It is going to have seesaw shape and it is going to have one lone pair and 4 bond pairs. So the shape is going to be seesaw shape. Right? And like this only the questions you are going to get it. So prepare well and do the things for your score and grab as many as goodies that you can. Dear children, let us see here the value of E by M value of this electron, charge to mass ratio. This is also called as specific charge value. It was given by Millikan and it is a factual question. And it is going to be 1.75 into 10 power 8. You see, when you opt for this particular option, coulomb per gram, dimension bhi yaad rakhna padta beta. Dimension is also very important. Okay. And one more important question. So these are all the questions we are going to see. And one more question. So this is the previous year score examination paper. So this paper is being discussed in the current class to evaluate the students, to ignite the brain of the student mindset. So never and ever feel that examination is so difficult and tough. Okay, moving ahead, the concentration term without unit and independent of the temperature. So independent temperature and dependent on temperature. Concentration, you see, it is temperature dependent and it is temperature independent and it is temperature dependent and it is temperature independent. But it has a unit, mole kg inverse, and it has no unit. You see how question is tricky. It is independent, but it has no unit. The question is asking without units. It is a mole fraction. So you can answer the questions along with me and you can prompt the answers in the chat box and you can do the things in the chat box. Okay, my dear children, the answer for this question is going to be mole fraction. Moving ahead, which of the following is not a measurable quantity? Which of the following is not a measurable quantity? Here, ionization potential can be measured by using kilojoule per mole, and atomic radii can be measured by using picometers. Electron affinity can be measured by using kilojoule per mole, and electronegativity has no units. It is a relative tendency to attract a pair of electron more towards itself. So rather you have a measuring scale, Pauling scale, Mulliken scale are there. Moving ahead, so answer is going to be electronegativity. It is pretty simple. बच्चों आगे बढ़ता, so the number of angular and radial nodes present in the 4d orbitals. So you have the term angular nodes. What is the meaning of angular node? This is also called as a nodal planes. So nodal planes. So nodal planes can be calculated by L. And radial nodes. Radial nodes. And this radial nodes is also called as a spherical nodes. That is given as n minus L minus 1. It is a super awesome formula. For 4d orbital, how to calculate for the 4d orbital, bachcho? 4d orbital, so let me take this 4d orbital. So L is equal to 2. So number of angular nodes are going to be 2, and the number of radial nodes is equal to 4 minus 2 minus 1 is equal to 1. Okay, I would say 2 comma 1 is the answer for this question. 2 comma 1 is the answer for this question. So both radial nodes and spherical nodes have been asked, my dear students. Moving ahead, how many moles of ammonia is produced by 5 moles of hydrogen? How many moles of ammonia is produced? So you can calculate simply mole ratio of the stoichiometry, students. Here it is seen that N2 plus 3H2 gives rise and 2NH3. Now you know 5 moles of hydrogen, अगर 3 moles इस्तेमाल करना चाहता हूँ, 3 mole hydrogen can produce 2 mole ammonia. So 1 mole hydrogen can produce 2 by 3 mole ammonia. According to the question, 5 moles are used. For 5 moles, it could be 2 by 3 into 5 is equal to 10 by 3 mole ammonia. 10 by 3 mole ammonia, it is going to be 3.33. Got it? So you can simply do this kind of question, unitary method, and you can get the chance to get so many gifts, goodies from the score examination. Any student from grade 3 to grade 11 can write. You may be a student of Sri Chaitanya or Infinity Learn, or you may be a student of any other school or organization. Still you are able to do this. And moving ahead, which of the following represents the enthalpy of atomization? The amount of energy that required to break 1 mole of the substance into its constituent gaseous atoms is called as enthalpy of atomization. Here there shouldn't be in the molecules in the product side. So this is confined to the enthalpy of atomization. This is about the hydrogen molecule is dissociated to give hydrogen gaseous atoms is called enthalpy of atomization. And the Lewis formula of the ozone, O3, there are. So what is the actual structure of the Lewis formula of ozone? It is going to be the Lewis formula of the ozone. I could get the structures like this. And mind it, उसमें कितना सिग्मा बॉन्ड है, कितना पाई बॉन्ड है, and lone pairs. It is pretty well established here. It is a two bonds, उसमें एक सिग्मा होगा और एक पाई होगा, and it is a sigma होगा, sigma 2 pi 1 lone pairs are going to be 1 2 3 4 5 6. So that is the answer for you. That is the answer for you. Are you getting or not? Clear, bachcho? Just 20 questions are there. Let me finish these 20 questions. What characterizes the closed system? So you have three different types of system: open system, closed system, and insulated system. This is your insulated system. So you can exchange heat as well as matter. You can exchange only heat, but no matter. So you cannot exchange neither. So you cannot exchange anything. So this is called open system. This is called a closed system. This is isolated system. Isolated system. Okay. Sorry. So what is the characteristics of there is exchange of energy but no matter with the surroundings is called as a closed system. So what makes the isolated system? Isolated system neither exchanges heat nor energy or matter. Now if the wavelength of photon, so what is the wavelength of photon? Here it is given that the wavelength of photon is going to be 2.2 into 10 raised minus 11. Then the momentum of the photon. So we know that wavelength is equal to h by p. So p is equal to h by wavelength. It is going to be 6.6 into power minus 34, and here it is going to be 2.2 into 10 power minus 11. So it is going to be 3.3. So see the 3.3 into 10 power 22 is the answer for this question. So it is minus, no? It is going to be minus 23. It's not plus 22. Okay. By looking at this, you may be trapped with this kind of answers, right? 3.3 or 3 doesn't matter. So approximation is always permitted. Approximation is always permitted. And according to this is given de Broglie concept. Wavelength of the wave. Any particle in the motion do have the wave nature. So the wavelength of the wave is inversely proportional to its momentum, and wavelength is equal to h by p. So this is what is called as a de Broglie concept. It is what is called as a de Broglie concept. And अगले question, my dear students, I want you give the answer. I want you guys to give the answer. Now molar mass of acetic acid dissolved in benzene is 90 gram per mole. Degree of dimerization of ethanoic acid. So, Kumar, now when association takes place and dissociation takes place. So, dear students, for dissociation, alpha is equal to I minus 1 by N minus 1. When it is going to be dimerization, that is there is an association. So dear children, dimerization means there is association. Two molecules are going to join together. How these two molecules are joined together? Acetic acid CH3, and you are going to get C double bond O, OH, and here going to see CH3 and C double bond O, and it is going to be OH, and there is intermolecular hydrogen bonding. So two molecules are joining together, Kumar, so that is called dimerization. For dimerization, so there is an association. So degree of association is equal to I minus 1 by 1 minus N minus 1. So for dimerization, N is equal to 2, N is equal to 2. So I want to say molar mass of this is given as 90 gram per mole. So from their degree of dimerization, how do we calculate based on this Van 't Hoff factor calculations, you can say. So it is theoretical molecular mass and actual molecular mass, you can calculate it. Okay, from there I is equal to number of particles after dissociation. So observed colligative property. So molecular mass calculated and experimental. So here it is experimental molecular mass. Observed molecular mass upon experimental molecular mass. By taking this ratio, you can do it. What is the actual calculated molecular mass of this acetic acid? It is going to be 60, and experimentally observed molecular mass is going to be 90. Okay, and based on this you can do it, and the Van 't Hoff factor for association is always less than 1, for dissociation is always greater than 1. We are going to get 0.666 into the action for that. And moving ahead, here two statements are given. So the temperature quotient of the most of the reaction lies between 2 and 3. Yes, it is true. So what is the meaning of a temperature quotient? When a reaction condition temperature is increased for 10 degrees, so the rate of a reaction always becomes double. So that is called as a temperature quotient 2. So most of the reactions, as every 10 degrees, the variation, the ratio of the rate constants are measured, that is called as a temperature quotient. Most of the cases, temperature quotient is going to be either 2, if not 2, it could be 3. It is true. So increase the temperature increases the number of collisions, of course. As the temperature increases, kinetic energy increases, but kinetic energy is directly proportional to the absolute temperature, Kumar. So that kinetic temperature increases, kinetic energy increases, collisions increases, collision frequency increases. So I would say, what could be your answer? In light of the above statement, the correct statement from this is going to be both are true. Both are true, right? Now moving ahead, 0.1 molar sodium chloride, 0.01 mole sodium chloride, 0.001 mole sodium chloride. So value of Van 't Hoff factor I follows. So as concentration decreases, degree of ionization increases. Therefore, Van 't Hoff factor is also increases. So that concentration is given in this order, degree of ionization C is greater than B is greater than EA. So my answer is going to be C is greater than B is greater than A. So like that, as simple as it is possible, the questions can be asked. Don't worry. Pacho, moving ahead, the crystal field stabilization energy and the spin only magnetic moment. So it is pretty simple. Iron is going to show you the +3 oxidation state. So this D5 configuration is going to be shown like this. Okay. So Fe3 plus is going to have D5 configuration like this. And it is going to have the configuration T2G and EG. And it is first electron, second electron, third electron, fourth electron, fifth electron. Because F is a weak field ligand, CFSC is going to be very less. CFSC is going to be very less. And in the barrier center, there are 3 electron minus 0.4. It is going to be minus 0.4 and it is going to be plus 0.6. So plus 0.6, so it is going to be plus 0.6 into 2 electrons minus 0.4 into 3 electrons is going to be 0. It is going to be 0. So, and there are 5 unpaired electrons, magnetic moment can be calculated. Magnetic moment is going to be root over n into n plus 2, root over 5 into 5 plus 2, and it is going to be root 35. So the answer is going to be root 35 is going to be 5.9 Bohr magneton. So here it is a 0 and here it is a 5.9. There are 2 categories of these questions, right? So it is based on crystal field stabilization energy. The key point is going to be weak field ligand. The key point is going to be weak field ligand. Okay. And movement here, the vapor pressure of the liquid mixture A and B is obtained by mixing equal moles of A and B is 423. That is the mixture. So that is going to be P solution is going to be 423 is given. You know P solution is equal to P naught A mole fraction of A plus P naught B mole fraction of B. Equal volumes are mixed. So mole fraction of this and equal amounts, equal moles are mixed. Yes, mole fraction of A is 0.5, mole fraction of B is 0.5. Iska it is going to be 360, 450. So it is going to be 360 into 0.5 plus 460 into 0.5. So ये दोनों मिलके इससे कम आ रहे हैं. So that it is going to show negative deviation. So PS is less than P naught A mole fraction of A plus P naught B mole fraction of B. So it is a negative deviation. So it shows the negative deviation. Strong intermolecular hydrogen bonding is there. Answer is going to be phenol and aniline mixture shows the negative deviation. Okay, so molar ionic conductance. This is the conductance of problem. This is the conductance problem, my dear children. Follow this. Divalent cation and anion are. Okay, 57 plus 73. Divalent cation and anion are. 73 and 57 is given respectively. The molar conductivity of the solution of electrolyte with the above cation and anion will be. So it is going to be AB gives rise A2 plus and B2 minus. So limiting molar conductance is going to be A2 plus and B2 minus. So it is going to be 57 plus 73. So that is going to be the answer. Kumar, any doubt? Kumar, any doubt? That's perfect. Now the rate of gaseous phase reaction becomes half and the volume of the container is doubled. So, concentration is equal to number of moles upon the volume. Okay, it is at the half if the volume of the container is doubled. If volume, so concentration, volume is 2V and then concentration is going to be, then concentration is going to be C by 2. Okay, C is directly proportional to rate of the reaction is equal to K C to the power 1. So, this is the first order kinetics. If C is doubled, rate become double. If C halves, rate become half. So, the gaseous reaction rate becomes half. So, it is the first order logical concept. So, I would like to say it is the first order kinetics. समझ में आ रहा है क्या? So, you need not have to do a complicated numerical for that. You simply observe this and you can do the best. Okay, dear children, one more. Here the common oxidation state shown by actinoids is +3 with other oxidation states being +4, +5, +6, +7 as well. Okay. So, the number of oxidation states shown by the following elements decrease in the order. So, here neptunium is given, americium, actinium and palladium is given. Okay. Kumar, you can see, I will give you the answer. First, let us see here, my dear students. Americium, the electronic configuration of the americium you can see here, that is americium electronic configuration radon 5F7 6D07S2. So, that it can have total +3, +4, +5, +6 oxidation states. Okay. Similarly, you can say plutonium, you are going to see electronic configuration 5F6, 6D0 and 7S2. So, we can say +3, +4, +5, +6 and +7 oxidation state is also seen by plutonium. And let us say uranium, electronic configurations you can say 92, +3, +4, +5, +6. And also neptunium you can say it is going to be radon 5F4 and 5F4 and 6D1 7S2. So, if this is the case, neptunium shows +3, +4, +5, +6, +7 oxidation state. So, based on that, the number of oxidation state order can be given here. Now, another one, the correct order of spin only magnetic moment of the complex. Let us look at this is a super awesome question. If it is a weak field ligand, there is a splitting of simple CFSE you can see. If it is a strong field ligand, the CFSE appears like this. So, it is going to be like this. Okay. So, you have to fill according to Hund's rule. Here Hund's rule is not followed. First, second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth, seventh, eighth, ninth, 10th. Here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Like that electrons will come. So, that is the key point to understand the question, to answer this question. Now, strong ligand or weak ligand. Here it is a weak ligand, strong ligand, weak ligand. Okay. And it is given, and octahedral energy is greater than pairing energy. Let us use, and I made a superb slide for this. Kumar, you can see the answer, you can say CrH2O2 minus chromium is going to show you, this is 2 plus beta, 2 plus, it is a +2. it is going to show you plus 2. So that chromium plus 2, 3d4 configuration, 3d 1 2 3 4. So it is going to have 4 unpaired electrons. So root over 4 into 4 plus 2, it's going root to 24, said to be 4.89 Bohr magneton. And if it is a FeCN64 minus, Fe shows plus 2 oxidation state, it is going to be argon 3d6. Cyanide is a strong field ligand, and you are going to get lower orbitals are filled, and T2G is filled, EG is not filled, so that it is going to a diamagnetic species, magnetic moment is going to be 0. And moving ahead here, trisoxalate of ferrate, iron is going to plus 3 oxidant state is 3d5. It is a strong field ligand, so that it is going to have T2G5 Eg0, 1 unpaired electron is there. So it is going to be root 1 into 1 plus 2, root 3 is 1.732 Bohr magneton is the unit. While you can see the other one, ET4N and COCl2 minus, you see, you don't look at here, you look at here, it is a weak field ligand. It is a weak field ligand. So cobalt, it is going to have 3d7, and it is going to be Eg and T2G3 Eg4, and unpaired electrons you got, it is going to be 3, and it is going to be root 15, and 3.187 is the electron, 3.87 is the magnetic moment. Now based on this magnetic moment, you can give the order for this. Answer is going to be 1 is greater than 4 is greater than 3 is greater than 2. Moving ahead, the last question of the day. Moving ahead, last question of the day, and here match the following column with column 2. So column 1 में आपको क्या दिया? इसका दिया catalyst increases the rate, molecularity, second half life of the first order reaction, energetically favorable reactions are sometimes slow. Okay, Garamel, you want to say C here. Okay, for this question what is the answer? So cannot be fractional or 0. Okay, and molecularity cannot be fractional or 0, mind it, and the proper orientation is not always there. Okay, and by lowering the activation energy, catalyst increases the rate of reaction by lowering the activation energy. Are you getting out? You already given a C na? So B want to say 1, A want to say 3, and C want to say 4. C want to say 4. So second half life of the first order reaction is same as that of first, because half life of the first order reaction is independent on the concentration, na? And of course energetically favorable reactions are not taking place because the proper orientation, if not there, it will not take place. So option C is going to be the correct answer, my dear students. Okay, at last Chatki, you came late, and of course you answered for the last question and you did the best. Okay, the same way you have to do for this core examination. So this core examination, it is India's largest, C is the answer, perfect, largest scholarship exam, because it provides great cash rewards and great goodies. And please like this session, share with your friends, and subscribe to our channel. Don't forget to enroll. This core examination registrations are open. Here, what is a score? Score is a scholarship hunt examination. Okay, and it is a national level scholarship exam for grade 3 to grade 12. You can be a student of Sri Chaitanya or Infinity Learn, or you need not be. You can be any private or government schools. You can still write, and it is conducted by Sri Chaitanya Academy, and it is a format both online and offline, and it is to catch the bright minds like you. And my dear students, so the registrations are open, and you can click the link that is available in the description box, and you can do the best. and the examination mode can be online and offline as already mentioned. You please click the link and you can do the best for the examination. So score examination, two dates are given. One is September 28th and October 12th. For September 28th, the date is going to be 26th is the deadline. Sir, will you teach in offline classes at Sri Chaitanya Chatki? You want to come? Okay, and you can find me online many cases. And for 12th October, 10th October is the last date. Date of exam depends upon the availability for the offline centers, bachcho. And duration of exam, if you a student of 5th grade student is writing, the examination is just 1 hour, and if the 6th or 7th grade student is writing, the examination is for 75 minutes, and class 8th to 11th 120 minutes, 2-hour examination. So based on that, question paper will be given. So dear students, follow us and you do the best for your score examination. All the best, my dear children. God bless you, and let us race for this score examination to get as many as goodies we can. All the best, and we'll meet with more stuff in the next upcoming session. Thank you. Bye bye.